Derek White. Hey, it's Scott Van Pelt. Welcome back to the show. Congratulations on the win. And I can ask you some of the stuff I was just going to talk to Legs about. You hit a three. You guys are up 21. I was writing the show. We were good. This was a wrap. What had to happen for you guys to hang on and get this third victory tonight, Derek?
Yeah, I mean, credit to them. They never gave up. Obviously, our execution, especially in that stretch, needs to be a lot better, which I think is an exciting part. We can learn so much from it. And but they made their run. We stuck together, just kept believing in one another, and made enough plays down the stretch.
There's way too much experience on your group, and your head coach is not a guy who tolerates a second of BS. But is it human nature, Derek? I felt like we saw the shoulders slump a little for Dallas, right? You guys are rolling. I'm not saying you took your foot off the gas, but if you did, isn't that what could happen, just for even a split second? Yeah.
I mean, Joe loves to say the closer you are to winning, the closer you are to losing. So he's probably going to love this and just dive into it deeper. And so we got to be better, and we're going to learn from it.
The ability of your team to do what you did in the third quarter, you've done it all year, but I just wonder, is that stretch of basketball, Derek, as well as you've played all year? I mean, you've had some remarkable performances, but you tell me, that third quarter, where does it rank in your mind?
It's got to be up there. I mean, playing this team is such a blessing, and I'm thankful and grateful for every person. I mean, Sam comes in with big minutes. X hasn't played much all postseason, and it's huge for us tonight.
How about that three?
I just love this team.
When he hit that three, what was that? That reaction was really pure, man.
Man, gotta love it. He works so hard. He's been shooting really well, and so we all believe in him. And big time shot, big minutes, all game for us.
I was just with a thought about what the last victory will require. I realize as a group you guys are seeking that. You're searching for that. We know Al's been looking forever. I mean, what's your sense of what's required to get the last dub that would hang banner number 18 for your franchise?
Yeah, closeout games are the toughest, and closeout games in the finals is probably unreal. So we understand they're going to play better. They're going to come out hungry, desperate, and we just got to be ready to be a harder playing team. And I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we just got to be able to take the punches and just keep learning and growing and doing what we do.
I lied. You said it's a lot of fun. How much fun is this team right now? You guys don't lose on the road. You go on the road in the finals. You don't blink. I mean, I have to believe that this is as fun as this profession can be.
Yeah, man. On the court, off the court, we just got a special group, and it's been, like I said, a lot of fun, and we got more work to do.
Well, enjoy the moments, and Derek, thanks for sharing a couple more moments with us here tonight on SportsCenter. Good luck on Friday, all right?
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yes, indeed. That's Derek White. Boston Celtics 3-0 lead. On the other end, Luka fouled out with over 4 to go. He was not in the greatest mood all night long as far as the officials go. What do you have to say about all of it when it was over?
No, it's okay. Every time they draw it, basically call a foul. So I try to be better. So gotta get better.
Middle here.
Blake Elliott, 105 through the fan. Luka, just take us through, right here in the middle, just take us through your emotions when you foul out of the game and you see your team trying to fight back into it.
I mean, yeah, we had a good chance. We were close. Just didn't get it. I wish I was out there.
Any other questions for Luka? Got Tim right here, first row.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Luka, what did you think of the whistles that went against you in the fourth quarter?
I mean, I don't know. We couldn't play physical, so I don't know. I don't want to say nothing, but you know, 6 foul in the NBA Finals, where I'm like this. Come on, man. Better than that.
You know, you guys came out cooking in the first quarter. I think 25 points to like 7 minutes. what happened to make, to bog down the offense? What happened to make scoring more difficult there?
I think we should just keep playing, with the same energy, keep the same people in. We were rolling down there, but then they came back. At some point we were down 21-2 in the fourth quarter, and we came back. So we're going to still believe till the end.
Earlier in the playoffs, Luka, when he was woofing at Gobert, said he was speaking Slovenian. It looked like sometimes there was a little Slovenian for the officials tonight in general. But that sixth foul, that's a tough one on a star player in that moment. A foul's a foul, I get it. What do you make just of that call?
It's letter of the law that's a foul because he's definitely not completely set.
No, his feet are in the air.
It's a tough one because Jaylen Brown initiates all of the contact. And I think the foul's called because Jaylen Brown goes to the floor. If Jaylen Brown doesn't fall right there, I think you're not going to call that. Most likely you're just going to let him play through the contact and keep going. When Jaylen Brown loses his footing and goes to the ground, that's what's going to trigger the official to call something. And because Luka wasn't totally set, letter of the law, that's a foul. What a brutal way for Luka to end that game, sitting there for the last 4.5 minutes after that great comeback.
You know what it's like? It's like a PI in a football game where there's contact clearly, and it's like letter of laws are flagged clearly. Yeah. But in a certain situation in the game, do you want that call to be made necessarily? And I mean, I get it. If you're a Celtics fan, like, hey, man, that's a foul. But that's Luka fouling out in a game that ultimately is a 2-point game for Dallas, and they got to try to do it without Doncic. They're not winning without him. They might not have won it with him. But I don't know. I'll
be honest with you. There was a few calls there at the end of the game. I had a far bigger problem with the illegal screen on P.J. Washington in the backcourt. I thought that was an absolutely brutal call. Like, I'm not sure what you're even looking at and anticipating that kind of action, but there was very little contact even to take place to call that in that spot. I'm actually more upset for Dallas. If I'm a Dallas fan, I'm more upset with that call even than the Luka one.
Remember the Miles Turner, Indiana,
sure,
New York?
Absolutely.
Like, okay, that's a foul. Well, you know how many screens there are in a game? It's all anyone does is run a high ball screen, and you could call it a billion times if you wanted to. Yeah. Calling it in that situation, I'm not going to turn this into a bitch session about the officials when we got a million other things to talk about. We were prepared to talk about the Boston third quarter, and we will. But the whole fourth quarter just felt like it was mayhem. Can you make sense of it in some sort of coherent answer to what happened?
Yeah, incredibly bizarre. We're up there talking. I said to you, like, as that comeback's taking place, I said, I've never been so certain of what I was about to do on a touchscreen as I was at the end of the third quarter. And then that happened. So let's just talk quickly. Third quarter, I've referenced Boston offensively all year as a buzzsaw. That was what it typifies what it looks like in the third quarter. Every single pass was purposeful. Now, Dallas contributed to it. There's no doubt. I could do a whole separate touchscreen on their defensive breakdowns during that stretch. But some of that is because you get demoralized to the point that you can't guard these guys, and that's what happened in the third quarter. It was tough shot making on some individual stuff, but more often than not, it was initial breakdown followed by the ability to get the ball out and get it around to that next guy, and every single guy that towed one up made one in that quarter. Just so impressive. I thought it was maybe the most impressive offensive quarter Boston's had in the postseason that I've seen. That's how good they were. And then the fourth, they got away from that. They got ISO heavy. They started playing a little bit almost frantic.
That was the word you used that I was going to
getting shots up. It was a very strange scenario at the exact same time that Dallas is converting everything at the other end. And here you go. We got a 3-point game, one-possession game that I did not see coming at all. The way Dallas looked from a body language standpoint when that third quarter ended, I did not see that run happening, Scott, to get them back in the game. So as Derek White said, give Dallas credit for fighting back. Boston contributed to that with their offense, though.
If you told either of us at 8:15 or whatever when the game jumps that Boston's going to have an 8-minute stretch in the fourth where they score 2, you're going to say they get dump trucked. But it was a 35-19 third. Virtuoso stuff. More to come with you on that and the touchscreen, which everybody looks forward to a little bit later. Boston's ahead 3-0. We get thoughts from both coaches after the Celtics got the victory. Coach Mazzulla is speaking right now. We'll bring you the best that what he had to